Oh, hey! Hello there! How are you? It's good to see you. I figured I'd come to you today because we haven't done like an official channel update video in a while, and I wanted to give you guys some really cool information about what's been going on here lately. First of all, I'd like to give a giant thank you to all of you because we have crossed the 400 subs mark. That is absolutely amazing to me. It's great that so many people have just decided to watch. I remember a year ago we were not yet at 100 subs, and I was making videos hoping to get like maybe the 5 views that I would give them myself, and now here we are today, and it's just been an amazing and fun ride from then until now. And I wanted to give you all a big thank you because all of you who watch, who leave comments, who come to the live streams, anything and everything you do to kind of be a part of the channel means so much to me, and it's so great to kind of be able to reach out and tell you thank you. Also, if you're into that sort of thing, I'd like to say that we've crossed the 800 follower mark on Twitter, and that's at Porthaven Forums. If you've kind of missed out on that so far, that's a great way to connect with us. Right now, that's the #1 way we kind of reach out to you if a schedule changes, when a stream's coming up, and that sort of thing. That is something I'm going to kind of get to in a minute at the end of the video, so if you want to know what that's referring to, make sure you stick around to the end. But the other kind of thing that's going on is I want to talk to you about some current and soon-to-come series. So, if you've been here the past couple of months, you've known that I've been doing a Star Wars Aftermath read. This week, actually, we're going to finish the first Aftermath book and go into the second. So if you've read the Aftermath trilogy, this is a great time to kind of get into it. If you missed out on watching the first book, you can kind of go through the second book with me, where I just kind of go through the books a couple chapters at a time and kind of get into the lore that we're saying. If you haven't read the books and you're interested in joining, there's still always time to binge watch the entirety of the first book and maybe even give it a try yourself. I'm sure if you just kind of sit down and read, you'll catch up to us eventually. And I'd love to have more of you kind of joining in with us. It's been one of my favorite things I do week to week. The other big thing, if you couldn't tell by what I was reading, this is the second book in the New Jedi Order. Professor Django and I are endeavoring in a massive project to read this series. This series is you can't even see them all. This is like half of the New Jedi Order series. There's 19 novels. It's a 19-novel series. It was gigantic. It came out back in the early 2000s, I believe, and it just goes into basically the same time period we're in the sequel trilogy, but kind of in the alternate Legends universe. And we're going to kind of look at that time in the Star Wars universe and kind of compare it between current canon and Legends canon, and kind of really embrace this idea, you know, here at Porthaven, where we fully support the new canon. We read the new canon as best we can as it comes out. We like discussing it with you, but we're also really still into Legends around here, and we don't want to let the past die. So this is just kind of our way to do something big to show our love for the Legends universe as we continue to cover the new canon stuff, such as Star Wars Resistance and the new books that come out in the spring for the current canon. Another thing you can catch is we've been playing Star Wars Jedi Knight Jedi Academy from time to time. We don't really have a regular gaming schedule, but we try to keep it up as best we can, but that's always kind of fun if you guys want to hang out with us and talk and chat in a less structured way than the streamcast. And I always love to see you guys there. But to kind of address what I was referencing earlier when I was talking about Twitter, is I have a question for you guys. I want to know how many of you out there use Discord. So Discord is a third-party chat app. We actually have a poll about this up on our Twitter account right now. We're kind of curious to see if you guys would like to talk to us there. We have been pitching and promoting. We do have an old-school forums website, forums.port-haven.com, where we try to keep up conversation, and that's a fun way, and some of you have joined that site, and it's been great to kind of engage with you guys there. We like to pride ourselves on being a multi-site community and not really being tied down to just YouTube or just Twitter or just a blog site. And we thought like maybe adding a Discord server would be another way to kind of grow the community. And so I'm kind of curious if anybody out there from our kind of super subscribers base would be interested in joining that type of thing, wouldn't be interested in joining that type of thing, don't even know what that type of thing is. And just as we kind of go forward, we're trying to gauge interest in that. So again, a giant thank you. I know some of our schedule's been a little bit iffy these last couple of months. It's been a busy couple of months for Django and I, so hopefully as we get into the new year, he and I are going to have a more synchronous schedule, and we can kind of get into more of the stuff that you're used to seeing from us. Definitely keep an eye on it here. We have some big stuff coming up in November, even though our schedules are still kind of crazy, and we're hoping to do some really good stuff to kind of end out this year. And with that, I'm going to leave you guys here. Like I said, please leave a comment letting us know what you'd like to see from the channel, what you'd like to see less of on the channel, any kind of feedback. This is kind of the best video to do it on. Please follow us on the Twitter because we'd like to engage with you there, and just let us know what's the best way to kind of engage with you and kind of let us all get to know each other better. I'd really like to see a way where not just you and I can kind of talk more, but I'd love to see some more of the amazing subscribers that we have kind of get to know each other, because we have so many cool people that hang out with us on all of our different sites. But with that, I'm going to go ahead and get back to reading Darktide 1 Onslaught, and I hope to see you all around the Haven. Snap rolls.